everybody, Dice Tower editor Derek Porter here with the final video in our Bloopers series for 2017. This video is just some of my personal picks of my favorite moments and bloopers that I found in all the footage throughout the year. Also, this is where I can showcase some stuff that if I had just thrown into the blooper reel wouldn't have made a lot of sense, because some of it has a story tied to it, and I think they're great stories. So I wanted to just kind of put a video together to share all that with you. So let's get started. Okay, first, I owe fans of Tom's Boring Unboxing series a bit of an explanation, because when he unboxed Seventh Continent, he didn't actually unbox the game, and we cut away when he was about to. And the reason that happened is because the microphone died, and so it was just him unboxing Seventh Continent in silence. So I just cut it off and didn't really think anything of it until, well, I saw that did not make a lot of you very happy, or some of you not very happy. So I decided to go ahead and I'll show you the rest of it. And I just well, here's the Seventh Continent unboxing.
Man, all right. Well, this is a little exciting because I'm really eager to get this one to the table. Look at that.
So this is where Tom's mic cut out, but he didn't get very far with unboxing anything here, really. So you didn't miss that much, but, well, there you go. Also, one other little lost unboxing tidbit is in that same batch of videos, there was a piece of artwork that Jay Peak had made for our office. It was a really nice piece, a really nice mural. Unfortunately, though, there was no audio, so we couldn't even explain what it was on camera. So I'm explaining it to you now, and I'll let you watch the clip. And I just decided, so that it's not totally dead silence, that I decided to put some audio of Tom singing "Stand By Me" to himself when he thought the camera wasn't rolling.
Stand by me, oh, stand by me. All right.
Up next has to do with Hurricane Irma and the aftermath. We were very fortunate that we didn't have any significant losses around here, but however, the city of Homestead and a lot of surrounding cities are still recovering from damages caused by Hurricane Irma. And some of you may have noticed that lately we haven't been doing a lot of recording out on the back porch. And part of the reason for that is because there are still tree crews going down and removing felled trees and things. And, well, here's some footage of Tom trying to get a top 10 list done while that's happening next door.
Shadows over Camelot still does a really good job, especially getting new people into the game. Beautiful components, Days of Wonder, amazing production, highly recommend it. Leave it going. What's the last one I did? Okay. Number 111 is Cash and Guns. Cut this, Derek. Are you kidding me? Number 111 is Cash and Guns. Cash and Guns is a game in which, I don't hate him so much.
Speaking of derailing Tom when he's trying to record a video, one of Tom's pet peeves is he hates having to redo anything, because we obviously push out a lot of content here at the Dice Tower, and anytime we have to reshoot something is just lost time. So Tom's become very efficient at just doing everything in as few takes as possible. If it's almost one take almost all the time. But there's one thing that derails him, and it's the bane of all of Tom's reviews, and that's when he sneezes. Because the thing about when Tom sneezes is after he sneezes, he has this moment where he just kind of stops and thinks because he's playing back in his head. You can see the wheels turning. He's playing back in his head. Can I salvage this take? Can I just tell Derek to cut at a certain point, and can he just find a talking point to jump to so that I can just make a jump cut and he keeps going? Well, sometimes he just has to start over. Here are some of the more spectacular
From
sneezes.
Productions this week. So what's coming up? So I mentioned that we're going to be live streaming at Origins, and we are. If you go online, you can see a schedule of kind of when stuff is going to be happening. Hey folks, I'm Tom Bassel, and today we're taking a look at Hafid's grad. Bizarre. Let's try that again. This one here, you have to keep track which ways the cows are going, the spots in your hand, which are going to change based on which cow you're playing. Re-record.
All right, this next one's kind of interesting. This is back when the Dice Tower was still in Tom's home. Sam Z and I would leave usually mid-afternoon, and Tom would wrap up recording some things while we're not there because we were in a very small space. So here is him and Melody wrapping up a review, and Tom left the camera on, and I got this clip and realized, wow, this is really, really long. And if you want to see a genuine look of surprise and shock on Tom's face, it's right here, because the camera's just rolling. There's no audio, so there's nothing to see. So we'll just go ahead and fast forward through all this stuff. Right now, I think this is when he's probably watching something on Netflix while unpacking games or sorting games or something. So just off to the right side of the screen here is the master bathroom, which is adjoined to the master bedroom, where the Dice Tower headquarters used to be housed before we moved. And in the linen closet, just inside that doorway, is where we would keep some of our snacks and things. And so, yeah, here's Tom getting up to get one of those delicious beef sticks. But he still hasn't noticed that the camera's rolling. But then, when he goes back for the second one, right there's that look right there of genuine shock and surprise on Tom's face. You don't see that very often because, well, he's Tom. He's just not he's not surprised easily. All right, so this one's about Pandemic Legacy Season 2. And I don't want to spoil anything. I don't think there's anything revealing in the clip that I'm about to show you from the recorded playthroughs of Pandemic Season 2. But just in case, I'm just going to overlay a little video of Jason dancing by himself on the cruise over the board area, so that way nobody can see anything pertaining to the game. But check this out.
Do I need to start dealing these out? Does anything else go in here?
I don't think so.
We each get 3.
Where'd you get 3? Oh, yeah.
All right, so what just happened there was a light came
Okay.
down, which, hey, a light falling down anyway is always kind of a fun
was
little surprise to see on set for a blooper as is. But what you didn't see is just out of frame was the fat stack of the Legacy deck had just been toppled over and knocked over, and I had to put it all back in order. So I took one for the team and spoiled myself on Pandemic Legacy Season 2 so that you could watch it. So this one is from our live gaming marathon back in February. Right at the end of it, we hosted the event up at the Cool Stuff headquarters in Orlando. And a tradition for the Dice Tower Gaming Marathon is we like to end with a game of tumbling dice. However, things were mixed up, and we forgot to bring a copy of Tumbling Dice. So we were trying to hunt down a copy of Tumbling Dice. So we went and grabbed the store's demo copy to use for the marathon. And that poor, well, here's what happened to that demo copy.
Hello!
Is it going to take you down?
Why?
You're the defending champion.
Vernon.
Yeah,
I
that
did
was-
not seal
Yeah,
them. I thought you did, and then
We
I
see these, right?
that was like full of a week ago or two.
Oh, wait. Is this board warp? Look at that.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a degree of difficulty. Oh, no, you can't even put it together. Oh, no.
No, it fits in, but it doesn't stay in. Look.
Oh,
see?
my gosh.
Wow, that's super warped.
We can.
Sam, can you bend it into position?
I will, since you asked me to do it.
No,
Remember?
It's going not. No. Ouch. Camera should be on this because this is not going to be good.
What?
It's gonna.
Easy, easy,
Oh.
easy. Easy,
Yes.
easy.
Another what? I have
There's
a
no
reputation for
bending
this?
back.
It's not gonna. It's not going. There we go.
He asked me to do it!
And that is exactly what I expected.
Not one person.
It fits now, though.
No. That wasn't obvious. Now it works.
So we destroyed the store demo copy of Tumbling Dice. Sorry. So we pulled one off the shelf and decided to use that just so we could play Tumbling Dice for the finale of the marathon. Well,
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching our live marathon. Everyone come on in who's in here.
Yeah, baby! Oh, wait, this was a new one. Oh,
Don't screw up the new one.
so Tom typically doesn't hold on to expansion boxes unless he has to. If he can fit the expansion into the base game box, he usually just throws away the expansion box. So as a result, when he does his Dice Tower Judgment Gavel at the end of the review, if it's an expansion that has a box that he's not going to keep, he just destroys the box with the gavel. That's just kind of become a thing. Well, hey, do you want to see the one expansion that would not be destroyed by the gavel?
Dice Tower Judgment approved. Try that again. Dice Tower Judgment approved.
You also may have noticed that the Dice Tower gavel, the Judgment Hammer itself, has changed. That's because that black one that you just saw did eventually break. And I don't remember the game that it broke on. I'm not even going to show it on screen because this is more for the audio cue because you can't really see what's happening anyway. But it's a hilarious story because Sam, Z, and I all remember the day the gavel broke. This was at the old new studio, the place we were at before here. And the review recording space was in this small room that was adjoined to where the editing bay was. And one thing that was weird about that place, and that frankly as an audio guy I don't miss at all, was the door, when it was closed, was like really high. Like there was a lot of space underneath the door. Like so you can hear everything in that room. So Tom is wrapping up his review, and, well, we hear this.
Dice Tower Judgment approved. Oh, crap!
So what had happened there is Tom went to go swing. He always swings the gavel like way up overhead. He kind of comes overhead down on a game. And you don't see that because obviously the camera is zoomed up right up on the components of the game. But Tom, not always with force, but sometimes with force, he will swing the gavel. So when he went to raise the gavel back, the head of the gavel flew off and hit the ceiling fan up ahead and startled him. All right, last blooper. This one is from just the other day. I don't need to explain this one. It's pretty funny, but obviously I'd already edited the other blooper video when this happened, but it's too good. I didn't want to have to wait a whole year to post it, so.
But that's how I feel about it. What about you?
Well, I didn't carry. I'm a lot like Z. I didn't carry the baggage of playing the video game with me. I've played it a couple of times, and they were really old versions. Wow, that's going to have to get cut out. I'll make sure I do that anyway.
Yeah, but save the blooper, dude.
No, I don't even know if I want that as a blooper.
Oh, come on.
All right, I'll start over again.
That's it. That's the end of the blooper videos. It's it. There's like, I think 5 blooper videos on the channel now. Feel free to rate them, I guess, because that's the thing everybody's doing now, just rating things in weird orders. I don't know what the kind of call to action to give you guys on a blooper video. Oh, I know. Feel free to caption this picture in the comments. like to end with a game of tumbling dice with Tom's crazy variant of hucking. Hucking? Really? Hucking? You huck dice?